Welcome back to the channel, and in today's review I'm going to be doing a comparison between the brand new Soundpeats Mini Pro and the Soundpeats T2, and this is the two best ANC Soundpeats headphones in my opinion. And I've been getting a lot of questions about which one of these is going to be the best option for you. So in today's video I'm going to take you through the key differences and give you my verdict on which one is the better buy. And we'll start then by having a look at the key specifications. So the key differences and the things you need to know is that they are both bringing hybrid active noise cancellation and a transparency mode. But with the Mini Pro, you're getting some higher level specifications. You're getting Bluetooth 5.2 versus the T2's 5.1. You're getting aptX adaptive and the latest Qualcomm 3040 chip. So you're getting some of the latest technology here, guys, packed into these mini buds. Whereas on the T2, you are getting a more standard spec Bluetooth 5.1, like I said. You're getting the standard codecs, AAC and SBC only. So straight away, the Mini Pro are going to get a point there for better specifications. Neither of these have got wireless charging. Both of them have got the ClearCall CVC 8.0. Relatively comparable in terms of battery life, and they're both being charged via USB-C. And just a point to note, if you are someone who really does need that longer battery life, the T2s are giving you around 30 hours in total versus 21 hours on the Mini Pro, and you are also getting a fast charge option on the T2, not on the Mini Pro. Moving on to talk about design, comfort and fit then. And they are, as you can see, vastly different. They are both essentially bud or dot style earbuds, but the Mini is living up to its name there with a much smaller design, both in terms of the earbuds themselves and the charging case. The T2, in terms of the case, it's not a bad size. It's slightly bigger than the Mini Pro, but the buds themselves are a little bit chunky. I did find that overall that didn't impact too much on the fit, but overall the Mini Pro are taking it for me. I did point out in my full review of the Mini Pro that they are slightly shallow fitting, but with the use of the SpinFit CP360 tips, I'm getting a really good seal now, and I'm really happy with the overall fit, design and comfort of the Mini Pro, and I would give the point for that reason to the Mini Pro. Moving on to talk about overall performance of these two buds. And like I said, you know, both of these are bringing some really good specifications and the performance does match that overall. Firstly, just to mention the control scheme there, exactly the same on both. We're getting that standard, the classic Soundpeats full control set for track back. So unfortunately on both of them, you have got that issue of no option to go back to the previous track. But we are getting volume, we are getting single tap. So for me, these guys are doing the job and the touch controls are working 99% of the time. So really good stuff there. When you come on to talk about firstly transparency mode, I would say that both of these modes are not perfect. I think with the Mini Pro, you're getting a really natural overall transparency mode. You can't hear any white noise at all. And the only issue is that it just needs to be a bit louder, in my opinion. Whereas with the T2, it is nice and loud, but there is too much white noise for my liking. So very much a tie on that round in terms of the transparency mode. When we move over to the ANC, again, similar specifications. The T2 are advertising 30 decibels reduction, the Mini Pro 35. In reality, it's neck and neck for me. I can't really tell a difference between the two. I think the only thing that might be a drawback is if, because the Mini Pro are more shallow fitting, that might impact on the overall performance of the ANC. But very much a tie in this round for the ANC and the transparency mode. And then finally we're on to sound quality, the most important category in this comparison, and we are getting the Soundpeats signature with both of these earbuds. Unsurprisingly, that means you're getting that dynamic, that V shape, that Soundpeats sound that we're all familiar with. But there is a difference for me between the two. So firstly, on the T2s, I said in my original review that I enjoyed the sound, but I just felt like there was something lacking when it came to that overall sound quality. For me, I'd like the treble to be a little bit brighter, and I'd like the bass to be a little bit deeper. Overall, it's a nice, rich sound, and I think it will satisfy most people who like this sound signature. But when you compare it to the Mini Pros, you're immediately noticing a bigger soundstage. You're noticing that the bass is hitting deeper, so there's more of that subwoofer feel in there as well. The treble and the highs has got a nice clarity to it and a bit of sparkle that I'm not getting with the T2s. The overall tuning on the Mini Pros is just better for me. I think they've stepped things up with this release. But both of these are great options. But at the end of the day, you've got to decide what's more important for you. You are getting a longer battery life with the T2s. You might prefer the fit. Like I said, it's a deeper fit. It might be preferable depending on your own ears and your own experience and what you like to have. But for me, coming in with the Mini Pro, I think it's a clear winner in this comparison. I've been using those regularly for multiple uses. I feel like they are already one of the best earbuds of 2022. One of the best in the price range. And probably the only other thing for the T2s at the minute is because they are about a year old, you are getting some amazing deals, getting down to like $40 or pounds or even below. I've seen them at 30, 35 before if you look out for those offers. But all in all, this has been my comparison of the Mini Pro versus the T2. Two really good options from Soundpeats, and hopefully we'll see them build on the Mini Pro with their next release. Hopefully there'll be another A&C release coming soon. With all that said, I'm going to leave you with the call quality samples. Please do hit the like button if you've enjoyed the video, subscribe to support the channel going forward, and stay tuned for more videos coming soon. This is a call quality test with the Soundpeats Mini Pro in a quiet environment. This is a call quality test with the Soundpeats T2 in an indoor environment.